Good morning, I am Kevin Price. Glad to have you on the program here today. Welcome. It's Wednesday already. Glad to have my good friend Jason Arcemont on. He comes in every week with his company, Brightbox Online. Phenomenal company, a marketing firm, one of the fastest growing ones out there. And it's not only prominent here in the Houston market, but also well known throughout the country. Glad to have you on the program today, Jason.
Thank you so much, Kevin.
Yeah, and by the way, I want to give you guys props for the great work you're doing over at usdailyreview.com. That thing is looking sexier every single day.
It's shaping up, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Looking good. So what do you got for us as far as a guest today?
Today we've got an online internet marketing specialist, a guy by the name of Eaves with designbigger.com. Aaron, welcome to the show.
Hey, thanks, guys. I appreciate you having me on today.
Hey, Aaron, real quickly, kind of give us that elevator speech about your company.
Well, I mean, in a nutshell, we're a search engine marketing company. We specialize in SEO, social media, and web development. Really, we just want to help people get discovered on Google, Bing, and Yahoo.
Yeah. That wraps it up in a nutshell. Tell us a little bit, Aaron, do you guys specialize in certain industries or business types, or?
Not specifically in certain industries. We've got clients that span from the, private segment to online high schools to industrial companies. I mean, being in Houston, it's kind of hard to escape, the industrial and oil and gas and things of that nature and energy. So we've got, a wide gamut of clients.
Interesting. And is there you say there's a wide gamut, but is there a sweet spot in terms of size, in terms of number of employees or industries?
For us, we've been the, small and medium-sized businesses seem to be our sweet spot. Probably more on the medium side.
Okay.
Now, there's a lot of the SEO and social media guys popping up all over the place. I mean, maybe tell us a little bit, Aaron, what separates you guys from the pack? I mean, someone's looking down a list of folks. Why are we going to land with you guys? Tell us a little bit about that.
Man, that's a tough one because you're right. There are so many people popping up these days, and honestly, the fly-by-night people are giving our industry such a bad name. So, the things that separate us really they're going to be our track record and the kind of clients we work with and what we're able to perform for these clients. We always want to pick a strategic long-term strategy and stick with it. Mm-hmm. So, you'll see a lot of these fly-by-nighters they kind of practice in what our industry calls black hat SEO. And so that's the things that just kind of, you're always trying to cheat the system. And if you try to game the system, eventually you're going to lose. So we like to practice, white hat policies, which are, the way to go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it seems like, I think Jason's point is well taken. It's one of those fields, when you get 20 million plus unemployed, and you look at what's required to start a business like yours, it really doesn't require a lot. You need a laptop, hopefully some high-speed Wi-Fi, but other than that, you don't really need a lot. And so anyone and their dog could call themselves SEO experts. You got to be really careful, don't you?
You're absolutely correct. There really is very little overhead when you're getting into something like this. You can get a couple software as a service solutions, and like you said, a laptop, cell phone, and you can really get into this. But that.
Yeah, very interesting.
Aaron, tell us a little bit. I know I've had a number of friends and even clients get burned by some of these black hat techniques that you're talking about. What are some of those things that our clients or our listeners need to listen for if they're out there interviewing SEO guys to make sure they're not getting led down a path of doing something wrong?
So, a lot of the things that we hear from clients that contact us is, they think that you can just buy a bunch of links, and basically Google and Bing and Yahoo, the search engines, they think that, if you have a lot of links to your website, then you must be important. So when people are searching for what you're doing, they're going to serve you up as a search result. But, you can't just go out and buy links and buy directory links and things like this that you used to be able to do. And so I think that's a black hat tactic that a lot of people are still confused that think that really works. You want links, but you want to earn those links, and they need to be, reputable links and not just links to a spammy site.
Yeah, so when you are pitching to a client and you try to give them expectations, because obviously they're going to have expectations, using true organic methodologies, which it sounds like you try to focus on, what's a realistic time frame to begin to see results?
Well, we typically do not. We tell people to give it at least 6 months. Because most clients, we've got a lot of clients that are regional and national, but we also have a lot of clients that are local. So, one of the key things we always start with in the first or second month is we want to get you in all those local directories, like the Yelp and the yellowpages.com and things like that, if you're a local business and you want to be served up as a search result, you need to make sure that your information is in there and that, Google can serve that up.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And, one of the things I know I run into all the time, Aaron, are people saying, oh, we built our site 3 years ago and we built it to be SEO friendly, so we're good to go. Is that, do you guys find that? And is that true?
Yeah, we unfortunately find that all the time. You need to refresh your site every couple of years. Google is really good at changing their algorithm all the time and what they value as an important technique for SEO. So there are some core things that we stick with, but a lot of things that worked, years ago don't really work as well today.
All right, about to have to wrap it up. What would be the best website you would have people go check out there, Aaron?
You can check out designbigger.com.
Okay, designbigger.com. Learn more about what they're doing over there. And do want to encourage you to check them out. Very interesting company. Very important because I tell you right now, the cheaper the service, there's a high likelihood that these guys don't know what they're doing, but they're trying to make sure they pay their electric bill that month.
Absolutely.
Because they got to stay in business and they need that for their internet.
Right.
So be real careful. Ask some appropriate questions. Maybe sometime in the future, Aaron, we'll get you on and ask to raise some of those questions people should ask. And also, I want to encourage you to check out brightboxonline.com. brightboxonline.com. That's Jason Arcemont's firm. Jason, any final thought before we let you go?
I think I'm good. I appreciate everybody for listening, and remember, for that proactive marketing approach, gaining ROI on your marketing dollars, check us out, brightboxonline.com.
Yeah, make sure you check it out. I'm Kevin Price. You're listening to The Price of Business. We want to remind you, best content here shows up over there at usdailyreview.com. Stay tuned for more right after this.